recording. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي رب زدني علما رب زدني علما رب زدني علما اللهم فقهنا في الدين اللهم فقهنا في الدين اللهم فقهنا في الدين اللهم إني أسألك علما نافعا ورزقا طيبا وعملا متقبلا. So last week what we were doing Surah Naziat. So we have finished two parts of Surah Naziat, which we will inshallah revise after the new lesson. So first we will start the new lesson, so there will be no confusion for anyone. Okay, so first we are gonna start the new lesson. First we will focus what is the new lesson, what are the new lines, okay, and then inshallah in the end we will revise the entire whole surah. Okay, so we have Anisa today, so she is new. We have Mahween, she is new. So might be Samra and Lamiz, okay, so if they join as well. Armab, I cannot see, Arusha, I cannot see Armab, is she with you?
Yeah, she's already below me. Let me just fix my name.
Oh yeah, okay, if she's here, just fix the name, okay. So inshallah first we will do the new ayats, okay. So Anisa, are you back?
Yes.
Okay, are they coming?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, just tell them join quickly because otherwise they will miss the new lesson, okay. Okay, so hal, okay, hal is used for question, okay. So keep your pencil and notebook handy, so inshallah it will be helpful if you make your own notes, okay. So in the end it will be easy, okay. But I'm not saying that don't listen and just make your note, just few important things if you want to write, okay. So hal means, hal we normally use for questions in Arabic, okay. So hal ataka, this kaf, this, okay, this kaf is for you, okay. This kaf is a pronoun and we use this kaf to, this meaning is, that is why this is black and you can relate with here, okay. And the red color, the meaning is here. The blue color is question, so that's why you can see a question mark here, okay. Is this clear? Hal, has there, ata, come to, ka, you. Hal ataka, has there come to you. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala giving this news to Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because you know Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was the last prophet, but he didn't knew like what happened before, right? Whatever Jews and Christians were talking and preaching in Arab, they only knew that. But now Allah is revealing every single thing. Okay, this was not like this was like this was wrong, this was right. Okay, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, just ask them, hal ataka, has there come to you? Hadith means the story, the words, okay, the talks, okay, because that is why we say hadith, whatever Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said to us, okay, that is called hadith, and the action he performed is called sunnah, okay, and the words he say is called hadith, okay. So hadith, that you can easily memorize this. The hadith means story, okay. Whose story? Moses, okay. So this is basically Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asking Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and Allah is asking Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to ask all the ummah, Hal ataka hadith Musa? Has there come to you the story of Moses? Because nobody knew before like what exactly happened. Okay, so then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself answering if, when. Okay, is mean when. Wherever you will see the word if, it means when. Okay, nada, who, again the red color, nada, called. Who is pronoun means him, okay. So nadahu, nadahu, called him. Rabbuhu, Rabb means Lord. It's showing you in green color. Who is again pronoun his. If, when, nada, called. Okay, nida, nada might be you have learned, listen this name Nadia, nida. Okay, to call someone. Okay, Nadia, nada, who is pronoun him, and nada means called. Okay, called him. Rabbuhu, Rab, Lord, who is. Belwadil, Belwadil, Wad means valley. Ba, you all know, when we were doing Bismillah, I told you this ba means in, right? Bil wadil, in the well. Al muqaddas, sacred. Okay. Sometimes we say uh, the Palestine land might be, you have listened this word that this is the Palestine land is this is a very muqaddas for Muslim. Okay, this is a very sacred for Muslim. Okay, the holy place. Okay, so al muqaddas, the sacred place. Okay, Tuwa is the name of the mountain. Tuwa. Okay, Tuwa is the name of the mountain. Now what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying in this. Okay, first let understand the translation, and then inshallah we will talk about it. Izhab, zahaba. Zahaba is a root word, and zahaba means go. Okay, ila, to. Ila is a preposition. Okay, ila, to. Fir'aun, Fir'aun means Fir'aun. Okay, you all know the about the Fir'aun. Okay, innahu, inna, really. Who is again pronoun he. Okay, Tagha, Tagha means when someone don't ready to follow the rules or commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Does someone, when a person do not want to stay within the boundaries. Okay, when someone do not want to stay within the boundaries, then we say transgressed all bounds, like not ready to follow the boundaries. Okay, so the word in Arabic called Tagha. In English, sometimes we say, this the child is very naughty. He is not ready to listen their parents. Okay, he's not listening the parents. Okay, he's not ready to follow any rules, right? So you use the word Tagha in Arabic. Okay, in now verily, who he Tagha has transgressed all the bounds. Faqul, fa and Qul, say. Faqul, and say. Hal, again you learn this word here. Hal is a question. Okay, whenever you want to ask anything from anyone, use hal. Okay, hal is a question. So over here again, hal is a question. Is it? Laka, kaf, you learn here. Kaf is a pronoun and the meaning is you. So, okay, so the kaf is again a pronoun and a meaning is you. 80% words are in repetition. If you try to understand the word concept day by day, day by day, day by day, you will feel so comfortable in recognizing by your own. Okay, just need a little attention in the start, and day by day you will feel, oh, I know what is the meaning of this word. Okay, so kaf whenever comes with fatha, it's you. Okay, kaf with fatha, you. Lam, for. Lam is a preposition again. Lam, for you. Laka, for you. Okay, ila, you learn this word here. Ila, too. Ila, this word uses a lot in Quran, so learn the meaning that ila means to. Wherever this word will come, inshallah, it will help you to understand. Ila, to. An, that. Tazakka, zakah. Okay, tazakka. Ta is showing the meaning you again. Okay, and this zakah means purify. Okay, zakat, like we give zakat. Okay, a closer word, zakat. So when we give zakat, what actually we are doing? We are trying to purify whatever money we have saved, whatever jewelry we have saved. Okay, so we give a little money to poor for purifying our money, whatever we have saved. Okay, so the zakah is from, you can keep the in your mind like zakat. When we give as a charity, we are actually purifying our money. Okay, so in a way, same way, tazakka means purify yourself. Ta is giving the meaning of you and yourself. Okay, and tazakka, that you purify yourself. Now, first we will understand what this story is telling us, and then inshallah we will move. Okay, let me see. Okay, no. First, let me cover all the part of this story. Okay, wow means end. Okay, hidayat, guidance. Hadalya, hidayat. Okay, hidayat, hidayah. Okay, hidayah means guidance. Okay, whenever you see the word hidayat, hidayah, it means guidance. Kaf, you have learned 2-3 times the meaning of kaf. Kaf, you, kaf means you, and over here coming again, kaf means you. This is a pronoun. Okay, wa ahdiyaka, and that I guide you. Okay, ahdiyaka, from where this I meanings come? This alif is giving the meaning of I. Okay, wa ahdiyaka, wow means and, alif means I, hidayat means guidance, kaf means you, wa ahdiyaka, and that I guide you, ila, to. You have learned 2 times ila. Ila here, to. Ila here, to. Okay, so you are learning this word ila again, to. Rabbika, kaf you have learned. Kaf means you or your. Kaf you have learned here. Kaf you have learned here. Kaf you. And over here, this kaf is giving the meaning your. Okay, because it's come in the middle. Okay, Rabbika, to your. Rabb, Lord. Okay, Rabb, sustainer, Lord. Okay, Ila Rabbika, Ila, to. Rabb means Lord. Ka means your. Ila Rabbika, to your Lord. Fa, so, ta, sha. Ta is giving the meaning of you. Remember, I told you over here, tazakka, so this ta was giving the meaning of you. Zaka, purify. Over here, khashi means fear. This ta is giving the meaning you should. Fataghsha, so you should fear. Okay, fa is giving the meaning so, ta is giving the meaning you, khashiya is giving the meaning fear. Okay, to feel fear from someone. Okay, fa'arahul ayatal kubra. Fa means then, ara means showing something to someone, and someone is watching with the eyes. Okay, because sometimes you feel something by touch, right? But over here, ara means to see something with the own eyes. Okay, who is again pronoun. You have learned this word as well. Who, over here, who. Okay, so yeah, so who pronoun him, who pronoun his, and over here him. Okay, fa'arahu, so we are breaking it. Fa means then, ara he showed, who means him. Fa'arahu, then he showed him. Ayat means sign. Okay, al ayat, the sign. So in Quran we say, oh, ayat number 41, ayat number 42, ayat number 43. So ayat is basically a sign. Which kind of sign or symbol? It reminds the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It reflects Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It reminds you there is someone who is Lord, who is saying something. Okay, so ayat basically is a sign who gives the who take your mind, or who who brings your mind, uh, who pin in your mind, or who tell you like there is someone who is writing this this book. And these signs are number 1 ayat number 2 ayat number 3 show the signs. Okay, so that is why ayat is a sign. Okay, kubra, great. Okay, you have listened this word in salah, Allahu Akbar. Akbar, Kubra. Akbar is a masculine, and Kubra is a plural. Okay, and it means great. Okay, very big, very great. Okay, Kubra means great. Fakazaba, fa means but. Kazib. Kazib means liar. Okay. Kazaba, the one who lied, the one who denied something. Okay. Kazaba, he denied. Wa, and asa, disobeyed. We learned this over here. Tagha. Okay. The one who do not ready to follow the commands. Tagha. A very similar word giving a close meaning. Asa, disobeyed. Okay, wa asa, disobeyed. Okay, asa means the one who do not obey anyone. Okay, the one who disobey. Okay, wa asa, wow means and. Now you all know wow means and. Okay, and asa, disobey. Thumma, then, wherever you see this word, the same meaning always. This word always comes so many times in Quran. Thumma, then. Okay, Adbara. Adbara means the backside of your body. Okay, the backside. Okay, so when you turn your back towards someone, it is called in Arabic adbara. He turned his back. Okay, when you turn towards someone and show your back, that is called dubur. Okay, adbara. He turned his back. Thumma, then adbara. He turned his back. Yes, striving against Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Fa, then, hashara. Hashar, we all know Medane Hashar. I told this word so many times. The ground, the big, 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 big ground. When the second trumpet will blow, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will finish the earth, and earth will be a barren, plain land. Okay? That land is called Hashar, and where every single person will gather. Okay? And stand and answer Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That place is called Hashar. The ground is called Hashar, where every single person will gather. So Fahashara, then he gathered his people. The bracket word always not count in the meaning, but this is the additional word. That's why they are written in the bracket, so it can give you the sense of the sentence. Okay, but that is basically not a part of the translation. Okay, but just to make sense, they add this. Okay, so you have to memorize this as it is. Okay, fanada. Fa means and. You have learned here fa sometime but, fa sometime then, fa sometime and, according to the sentence. So you see fa here, the meaning was but. You see fa here, the meaning was then, and now you are seeing fa, the meaning and. Okay, so it's a connecting sentence. Fa basically used to connect two words together, and according to the sentence, it change the meaning. Okay, fanada. Nada, we learned this word earlier. Nadia, nada, that means calling someone. Okay, so fanada, he cried aloud. Faqala, fa, and again, qala, said. We have learned this word so many times. Qala, okay. قل هو الله أحد قل أعوذ برب الفلق قل أعوذ برب الناس قل يا أيها الكافرون. Qaf, waw, lam is the root word, and it means say, said. Okay, password, said. Ana, normally, remember, I told whenever ana written in the Quran, we do not stretch this alif. This is basically not alif madda, because this ana meaning is I am. Okay, ana means I am, and this circle sign shows this is not madda. You will not stretch this. Okay, ana means I am. Rabbukum. If we break Rabbukum, Rabb again Lord. Kum is a pronoun and it means your. Okay? A'la. A'la means we read this word in namaz. Subhana rabbiyal a'la. Right? A'la means the most high. Subhana rabbiyal a'la. My Lord is so high. Right? So, the praise of my Lord is very, very high. A'la means most high. Okay? The last ayah, last two ayahs. So inshallah we will stop here. فَأَخَذَهُ اللَّهُ. Fa, so you have learned, so see here, fa, but, fa, then, fa, and now fa, so, okay? All are giving the connecting meaning, okay? So fa is basically connect the sentence, but according to the sentence, the meaning is little, the word is little changed, like the meaning is little changed. The word is same, but the meaning is little changed, okay? Fa means so. Akhadha. Akhadha, seized, to grab someone, to hold someone, okay? To 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 arrest someone for giving punishment, okay? Akhadha, to hold something, okay? To hold someone. Seized, okay? Who, again pronoun, means him. Allah means Allah. فَأَخَذَهُ اللَّهُ. So Allah seized him. Okay? Nakal. Nakal means punishment. Okay? Nakal means punishment. Akhirah. You all know this word. Day of Akhirah, day of Qiyamah. Okay? The last. Wal ula. Ula means first, okay? The one who knows the Arabic accounting, ula, awal, okay? It means first, okay? Wow means and, ula means the first, okay? فَأَخَذَهُ اللَّهُ نَكَالَ الْآخِرَةِ وَالْأُولَى. So Allah seized him with punishment for the last and the first. Inna fi ذَلِكَ. Inna, verily, fi, in, ذَلِكَ, this. Zalika, this word also used a lot in Quran, so inshallah memorize this. The word Zalika means this. I will in the end tell you how many words you need to memorize, because those words will come so often. So inshallah day by day, if you will make a list aside, so inshallah you can do the translation by yourself in very few days. Lam, lam is a preposition, is la ibra, is admonition, like when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes someone a bad example, okay, and that when a people saw them, so, or when the people see them, they feel, oh, this person is a very bad example, something happened which is very, very alarming, okay? That is called ibra, okay? Liman, for Yaghosha. Khashia, same word, fear. You have learned at the top. Yaghosha, whosoever fears Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, so inshallah, first we will go up and we will try to understand what these ayahs are telling to us. Okay. Okay, so first let me read the all ayah together, and then inshallah we will do the translation and I will explain you. Okay. هل أتاك أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. هل أتاك حديث موسى إذ ناداه ربه بالواد المقدس طوى اذهب إلى فرعون إنه طغى فقل هل لك إلى أن تزكى وأهديك إلى ربك فتغشى فأراه الآية الكبرى فكذب وعصى ثم أدبر يسعى فحشر فنادى فقال أنا ربكم الأعلى فأخذه الله نكال الآخرة والأولى إن في ذلك لإبرة لمن يغشى. Go back to the translation. هل أتاك حديث موسى. Has there come to you the story of Moses? إذ ناداه ربه بالواد المقدس طوى. When called him his Lord in the valley sacred Tuwa, اذهب إلى فرعون إنه طغى. Go to the Fir'aun, Really, oh, okay, I can give chance to someone who wants to read. Like, okay, who wants to read? Kamil, do you want to read the translation?
Okay.
Yep.
Wait,
Only
from where?
translation. Only translation. Okay, start from here.
Okay. Has there come to you the story of Moses when called him his Lord in the valley sacred of Tua? Go to Perah. Verily he has transgressed all bounds, and say it is for you too that you purify yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and that I guide you to your Lord, so you fear him, so you should fear him.
Mm-hmm.
Then showed him the sign great, but he denied and disobeyed. Then he turned his back, striving against Allah. Then he gathered his people and cried loud and said, I'm your Lord most high. So Allah seized him with punishment for the last and the first. Really in his is an abomination for whoever fears Allah.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. Okay, now listen very carefully and try to understand the meaning. Okay, Hal ataka hadithu Musa. First, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling to Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and asking Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to tell all the other people that do you know the story of Musa? Because the followers of Musa alayhi salam was Jews, right? So that Jews has their own story. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us, no, the exact story is this which I'm gonna tell you. Okay, so do you has there come to you the story of Moses? Did you listen what happened with Musa alayhi salam? Now Allah is answering the entire whole story, right? But Allah is saying the question, but first Allah is saying this question, do you know, did this story come to you about the Musa alayhi salam, about the Moses? And then Allah is explaining all the story by himself, because this is Kalamullah, this is Allah's book. Allah is asking first question to make all of us very focused. Oh, some story is gonna come, okay? And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is explaining, إِذْ نَادَى رَبَّهُ بِالْوَادِ الْمُقَدَّسِ طُوًى. Actually, what happened? Musa alayhi salam, when killed a person, so Musa alayhi salam was scared, and Musa alayhi salam ran and he went to Madian. Madian was the name of a place. Okay, so he went to Madian. When he at the river bank, he found a girl, and who offered her the water and something. Then they way back to home, and Musa alayhi salam was going with them. So that was basically the daughters of Shoaib alayhi salam. And when they went there, Shoaib alayhi salam, then Musa alayhi salam wished to marry that girl. So Shoaib alayhi salam said, 10 years if you will, take care for my goats. 10 years, not 1 year, not 2 year, not 1 month, not 2 months, and no salary, nothing. Okay. What he said, if 10 years you will, take care my goats, then I will marry my daughter with you. Musa alayhi salam agreed. It's written why Musa alayhi salam agreed, because Musa alayhi salam knew that this is a very pious girl, and my life will be heaven if a pious girl, if a religious girl will be my wife. Okay, it will be beneficial for my kids. It will be beneficial for the rest of next generation, right? Because she will do tarbiyah. She will take care for my kids, right? So Musa alayhi salam agreed. After 10 years, when he got married in Madian, he was coming back. He was coming back to his own city, own country, where he raised, in the palace of Firon. He was coming back. So when he was coming back at the place of Tuwa, what is the name of the mountain? And it's a very holy place, like, because Allah subhanahu, it's a valley, and in that valley Tuwa is a place, Yeah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala called him. You know, Musa alayhi salam is is a prophet. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala directly talked with him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala never talked with any prophet. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always sent angel, and angel convey the message. But Musa alayhi salam is the only prophet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talked. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also talked Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but when he was up in the sky in Miraj, okay, when he sit on the horse and horse took him up, in the heaven, and then Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam at the day of Miraj talked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But on the earth, he is the only prophet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talked him directly. So when he was going back to his place, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala stopped him. Nadahu, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala called him. Rabbuhu, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala means the Lord of Musa alayhi salam. He called him, and where? At the valley, and the name of the valley was Tua, and that is a very holy place. That is a very sacred place, okay? Izhab. And why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala stop Musa alayhi salam? Why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, ask Musa alayhi salam to stop and listen to me? First, Musa alayhi salam was very scared, like the voice is coming from where? And then he realized this why the voice is coming from Tua, the valley of Hua. So, and this entire whole detail you will learn, inshallah. I'm explaining this so it can give you the concept, but the entire whole story you will learn, in other surah as well. Okay, so this story is very very clear. Like the complete conversation of Allah and Musa alayhi salam is in some other surah. Okay, inshallah we will when we will read there. Inshallah I will tell you. But I'm just summarizing it so you can. I'm just explaining because you can get a little concept what exactly happened. Otherwise, the story is going very far. First scene and cut, the second cut, the third. Okay, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala called him. Okay, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala called him in the valley. The name of the valley was Tuwa. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala stopped him? Why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala called him? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because before he was not prophet. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala stopped him that day. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, I want to make you prophet, number one. And number two, I will give you miracles. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, your job is to go to Fir'aun, okay, Pharaoh, and then you will talk with him, okay. Idhab ila Fir'auna, go to the Fir'aun, okay. Fir'aun was the king at that time, and he was a very, very, very bad king. You will read in the Quran so many places he was really really bad. He killed the boys and he left the girls because he was scared that someone in the palace told him he saw a dream, and when he disclosed that dream to someone told him, someone will a boy will born. When the boy will be raised, he will kill you. And he was so scared. The Pharaoh was so scared. He start killing every single boy whenever he come to know that someone born, he killed. So so and other than that, he was very very bad. Like, when he want to give punishment to someone, he killed his one leg, let's suppose right leg and left arm. Like the person cannot balance to stand because he has no leg, and he has, you know, if let's suppose he cut right hand, then he cut the left leg. If he cut the left leg, then he cut the right hand, like opposite. And it's written in Quran, like when he wants to give punishment, he cut in opposite. The body part he cut in opposite, so the person can never stand entire whole life. Like this much bad he was, and there are so many other things which he did, which was very 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 cruel. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told Musa alayhi salam, Musa, now it's your job to go to Fir'aun. Innahu tagha, really he has transgressed all the boundaries. I am the owner, I am the sustainer, and I am watching. I send him in the dunya, and now he is feeling the all kingdom is mine and I'm the Lord. And he is doing whatever he wants. Sometimes he is giving punishment to innocent people, sometimes he is doing a very big mess. So now it's time to give him a warning. So I'm giving you this job to go and to teach him, okay? Because he is he has transgressed all the boundaries. Innahu tagha means he's not following the boundaries I have made, okay? So faqul hallaka ila antazaka, and go and tell that, do you want me to purify yourself so you can make yourself pure and you can be free from all the sins, and then you can present yourself at the day of Qiyamah in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala nice and clean and pure with so if tazakka means I will purify you, I will help you to get rid of this kind of bad things you are doing, okay? Faqul, and what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordering Musa alayhi salam, faqul, and go and say, hal hal mean ask Musa, ask Firaun, halaka, is it for you, like is it for Firaun, ila, to antazaka, that you purify yourself? Do you want to, like if you want to have someone, let's suppose you were going, okay, you were going and you saw suddenly someone fell down right on the road. When you will go, first you will ask, do you need my help, and I can help you to push back up, right? Or I can help you, you can grab my hand and I can hold you back, like I can help you to stand up, right? So first you will ask them, do you need my help, right? In the same way, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told Musa alayhi salam to go and ask him, do you want to purify yourself? Understand, this is a question. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, Musa alayhi salam, just not directly go and start saying, I am here because of this and I will start fighting with you, I will do a war and I will make you Muslim. No, 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 don't do like that, okay? Just go and ask him, do you want to purify yourself? And why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala giving this task to Musa alayhi salam? We all know, because Musa alayhi salam was the person, Fir'aun wife said, we have no kids, so if you allow me, we can keep Musa alayhi salam in the house and we can raise Musa alayhi salam in our parents. And Fir'aun got melted while he was killing all the boys at that time. But he got melted, his heart got melted and he said, okay, fine, okay, we can keep Musa alayhi salam. And he didn't kill Musa alayhi salam. People were saying, okay, kill Musa alayhi salam, he's a boy, maybe he will destroy your kingdom. But because of the wife, Pharaoh didn't kill Musa alayhi salam, and Musa alayhi salam raised in the palace. So Pharaoh has a little soft corner for Musa alayhi salam because he was not a father, but he raised him. Okay, so keep this background story in mind because he raised him. That's why he has a little soft corner for Musa alayhi salam. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first choose Musa alayhi salam to raise in the palace, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give this job to Musa alayhi salam. That Musa alayhi salam, you go and ask him, do you want to purify? Because sometimes when father is not listening something, so sometimes mother said, okay, you go and talk to him. Okay, you want to go to the park? Okay, he said no, but you go and talk to him. And when a child said to the father, I want to go to the park, and the father said, okay, fine, okay, let's go, right? So sometime father got melted and he said, okay, fine, we can, okay, right? So that is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, raised Musa alayhi salam in the palace of Pharaoh. And then secondly, Pharaoh has a little soft corner for Musa alayhi salam. So it was expectation as compared to the outsider. It has more chances that he could understand Musa alayhi salam words. So that is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, because he raised you in your palace, so first go and say, do you want me to purify yourself? Then look what happened. وَأَهْدِيَكَ إِلَى رَبِّكَ فَتَغْشَى, and I guide you to your Lord and you should fear him. Why he was doing these kind of bad things? He was killing babies, he was killing people, he was doing wrong things. Because when someone fear has gone from the heart about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then that person start skipping the salah, the person start skipping, reading Quran, missing the Quran classes, skipping Quran classes, and start doing bad when he's alone, watching wrong movies, doing bad, because actually the fear of Allah from the heart has gone. So the same thing happened with Firaun. Basically, the fear from the heart for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was gone. Okay, so Musa alayhi salam said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, first ask him, do you want to purify yourself? And second question, ask him, I can guide you towards your Lord so you can feel fear and then you will stop doing the wrong things. Okay? Wa ahdiyaka, and I guide you ila rabbika, to your God, fataghsha, so you should fear, because actually the fear was gone. And this give us this lesson: whenever the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will go away from the heart, it will bring lots and lots of sin. You will start performing sin, you will start performing wrong things. So the important thing is the fear of Allah, which was gone from the heart of Firaun. So Musa alayhi salam was trying that to bring the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala back in the heart of Firaun, so he can turn towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and he can guide, he can get hidayah, and then he can start doing the right things. Okay? فَأَرَاهُ الْآيَةَ الْكُبْرَى. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first gave two instructions to Musa alayhi salam. First he called him toward the mountain Twa. Then he said, I'm making you prophet. Now your job is to go to Firaun because he is now a very transgressed person. But first you will go and you will say, do you want to purify yourself? And your second question will be, I can guide you towards the Lord, so the fear of Allah should come back in your heart. And for doing this, I'm giving you two miracles. Okay, for Arahul, then he showed him Ayat, the sign, Kubra, the great. You know what two signs you have learned in Islamic studies class, right? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave two miracles to Musa alayhi salam. Number one, when he put his right hand under the armpit, then when he brings his hand out, then it starts shining like a moon, right? And second, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave, second miracle was whenever he throw his stick on the floor, it became a very giant, snake. It converted into a very giant snake. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave this miracle to Musa alayhi salam, it's written on other surah, the Musa alayhi salam got scared, and Musa alayhi salam start running away from that snake. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Musa alayhi salam, don't scared, stay here and just grab your stick back. And when Musa alayhi salam grabbed the stick back, it become the stick again. The snake gone and it converted into stick again. Okay, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him two signs, two big signs. Okay, that is why the word kubra is written here, the great two big signs. Okay, and fa'ara, then he showed him. So what Musa alayhi salam did, Musa salam went to the Pharaoh. Musa alayhi salam said, do you want to purify yourself? I am here to guide you towards your Lord so you can have fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in your heart. And then he showed the two signs in front of everyone in the palace. And he was hoping that Pharaoh will listen. But basically what happened, فَكَذَّبَ وَعَصَى, he denied when he see the miracle, وَعَصَى, and he disobeyed Musa alayhi salam. He refused. And he refused badly. He used this word which you gonna read later. ثُمَّ أَدْبَرَ يَسَى, then he turned his back. Musa Pharaoh turned his back, yes, and striving against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, start planning against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because now he realized, oh, Musa alayhi salam is here to give me the message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so I will go against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and I will do my own tricks. Okay, فحشر فنادى. And rather than accepting, rather than saying to Musa alayhi salam, yes, I'm ready to accept whatever Allah gave message to you, فحشر فنادى. Then he gathered so many people, you all know, right? That he announced that, like, he announced that, okay, we will be having a big magic program, and this is the date. Everyone gather here. And then he cried very loud, for Hashara. Then he gathered people because he was so upset when he showed these two big signs. فَأَرَاهُ الْآيَةَ الْكُبْرَى. When he showed these two big signs, he becomes so upset. And فَحَشَرَ فَنَادَى. Then he gathered people and cried loud. What he cried? فَقَالَ أَنَا رَبُّكُمُ الْأَعْلَى. And these are very scary words. He said that I am the Lord and I am the Most High. Like, he denied that Allah is the God. He denied Allah is the Rabb. Allah is the sustainer. But instead of this, he said, I am the Lord. Very scary word. May Allah protect all of us thinking this way, that we can take a place of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Na'udhu. What he said? No, 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 no. Your Allah is nothing. I am the Lord and I am the Most High. Why you are talking about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in front of me? He is nothing. This is my kingdom. I am the Lord. I am the Most High. And when he said this word, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala love his people. That is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent prophet to guide them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent book to guide them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent religious people to make them understand. But once you denied and you say that I'm not ready to understand, I will follow the same path which I'm following, then Allah punishment comes. Okay. فَأَخَذَهُ اللَّهُ نَكَالَ الْآخِرَةِ وَالْأُولَى. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala seized him. فَقَضَهُ اللَّهُ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hold him, grab him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala seized him. Nakal. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give punishment. What kind of punishment? Allah gave him two punishment. Akhirah, one punishment he will face at the day of Akhirah, which will be forever and forever and forever. Remember when you were reading Surah Lahab, how you learn what kind of punishment Lahab will get at the day of Qiyamah. So he was just, doing bad with Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. But Fir'aun is a person. He did bad with so thousand and thousand and thousand people. Like, he killed thousand and thousand and thousand babies and killed so many people. If I will start telling you the stories of Iran, it will take an hour, an hour, an hour, how much bad he was. One time when he was wanting to give punishment to a person, he put that person in a prison, and the prison was full of scorpions and the dangerous poisonous scorpion, and they were biting that person. One time he take a big, 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 big pot full of oil, and then he put two babies inside and a mother inside, and their bones and their flesh become separate. He was a very, very, very bad person. If we start talking about his punishment, what kind of punishment he gave to the people, you will get scared. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, okay, no problem, you are not ready to listen, no problem. I will hold you at the day of Qiyamah and you will get lots and lots of punishment, but I will give you the punishment wal ula in the dunya, in the world. The first punishment you will get in this world, and the last punishment you will get at the day of Qiyamah, which will be forever. So what punishment he will get at the Qiyamah? Whatever punishment Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has decided for him, that will be forever. And what punishment he got in this world, you know, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala drowned him in front of Musa alayhi salam and entire whole nation. That was one thing. He has to accept that Musa alayhi salam is the law, is the prophet. Musa alayhi salam is the prophet. Okay, and at the end of his, like, before his death, he start calling when he was drowning, he's when he was drowned, he start saying, like, when he was drowned, he starts saying, I obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I am ready to accept you are the prophet, you are Musa. I'm ready to accept. But Allah didn't listen because that was the punishment time. Okay, so the first punishment he got when he was drowned. The second punishment, he drowned in front of everyone, in front of Musa alayhi salam, in front of other people who were weak. He was giving torture to those people, and he was drowned in front of them. Third punishment, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in one place of Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, I will save the body of Fir'aun, and I will, keep giving him punishment in dunya, in the world, as well as akhirah. He will get the punishment not only in dunya, in akhirah, but also in dunya. And after few years, his body found, and that was not, rotten, because Allah said, I will keep your body as an example, okay, as a ibra, as example for other people. And till now, you all know the mummy of Quran is still in the museum, right? Just for ibrat, just for a lesson for other people. Inna fi dhalika la ibratan liman yakhsha. Really, in this is an admonition, like the lesson for other people who fears Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because the story starts, he has no fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Remember what Musa Islam was telling to him, that you have no fear, so I can teach you how to fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But when he denied, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that now I will make you a bad lesson for everyone, so they can see you and they can feel fear that what happened to Firaun. If we will say we are not gonna obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that person will face the same consequence what Firaun is, you know, facing. Okay, so this is a lesson for all of us. Whatever, so whatever, uh, whatever we are doing, we should always have, keep the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in our heart. Number two, we should always follow the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you are weak in following the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Oh Allah, this is hard for me to do. Let's suppose you are listening music, or you are in some bad habits. Okay, so rather than behaving like a Firaun, I'm not gonna listen. This is way better to say, I know I'm doing sin. I am making dua for myself. Oh Allah, keep me safe from this guna, this sin. And you also make dua for me that, oh Allah, I want to get rid of from this sin. So that is more, more better than behaving like, okay, whatever you want to do, do it. Whatever I want to do, I'll follow the same. Okay, so may Allah keep all of us safe from, behaving like a Firaun. And may Allah guide all of us that we can follow all the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So inshallah, our world will be good, our akhirah will be good as well. Okay, so this was the story of Firaun. Alhamdulillah. If you have any questions, then quickly tell me. Any question? Yes or no? Any question? Do you understand clearly?
Yeah.
Unmute your mic quickly, all of you.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So inshallah, first we will write this, and then, okay. So Kamil, can you please share the file, or let me open it by myself? So okay, so let me open the file, or can you please share the link in the chat?
Okay. Wait, what? The link of what again?
The link of the translation file.
Okay.
Okay, Jazakallah khair. And before writing, I just want to ask quickly a quick question from all of you before writing. Like, what lesson do you learn? Like, this was the first story of Quran which you learned, right? Before you were learning about the day of Qiyamah and few incident like that. This is the first story which you learned. You know, you have listened this story so often, but with the Quranic word, with with the translation, you learned this story, first time. So what lesson do you learn from this story? What comes to your mind? Okay, let's start with Arush. Yes, Arush.
A lesson to the Musa alayhi salam story.
Yeah. Whatever you have learned today.
So do you want a
Anyone can
fact?
answer. Anyone can. Huh?
Do you want a fact or
Anything, whatever comes to your mind. Anything.
I think it's that in any situation Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will benefit any of us
Mm-hmm.
and that he gives us warnings and protection for any situation we're in.
Very good. And what
And
comes
he's
to your
been
mind? Why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala telling this story to us? Like, this is an old story. Sometime when mom telling something, kids start saying, oh, again you start telling your own story. This is another era and the generation has changed. Why are you telling this story? So what is the point telling the old stories? Why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala telling this story to Mama Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam?
Wait, can I say
yeah.
something?
Huh?
Wait, can I say something?
Yeah.
I
But
think
speak louder, okay?
okay. I think it like that like a lesson from Surah Naba is like Surah Naziat is like that wait, hold on.
Hmm?
Like it's like the it's like mostly about like
Mm-hmm. Mostly like what? Whatever comes to your mind, just say.
She meant to say that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to remind us how important the story is to all Muslim kind.
No, not exactly that. The Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us that story is important. No. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tell us that this is not the old story. If this happened with that person, this can happen with you as well if you behave in a same way. So you should be very, very careful, right? So whenever mom or dad is explaining the old stories of their childhood, so basically they're why they are explaining the story, because you learn the lesson from it, okay, and you don't repeat those mistakes, or you try to follow the same, if it's for motivation sometime for lesson, okay. There's Musa alayhi salam story. What we learn is not for motivation, it's learned for getting a lesson that we should not repeat these kind of things, otherwise our end will be like wrong, okay. Yes, Afan and Ushba.
um like you should never think to say like I am like Pharaoh said I am the
Mhm.
highest, so you shouldn't like ever even think of saying something like that.
Very good. It's basically about never ever feel that I could be ever and ever equal to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We know Allah, no one can be equal to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No one can claim that I am equal to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And very good, Arush or Amav, whoever wrote this, it's mainly talks about the importance of in trusting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And one more lesson, which I feel whenever you do something wrong, if someone just point that you are wrong at this stage, your job is to listen and refrain or stop yourself from that wrong thing, rather than become stubborn. Okay, I will do the same, whatever you want to do it. Sometimes the kids start behaving with the parents like that okay, when parents say, oh, you are doing this wrong, rather than understanding that yes, I'm doing this wrong, they become blunt, they become stubborn. Then no, it's okay if I'm doing them. What is your problem, right? I will do the same. Whatever you want to do, just do it. Okay. So this story also telling us that you should always keep in mind that if someone is trying to tell your weakness or your sin or anything like that, you should stop for a second and think about it, and then try to get rid of from that sin, try to make yourself pure, try to purify yourself from that sin. Because when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered shaitan to bow down in front of Adam alayhi salam, what shaitan said? I'm not going to bow down. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala remind him, then his job was to obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but he denied. Same as Fir'aun, right? That is why he is shaitan. That is why he is Fir'aun, right? On the other hand, when Adam alayhi salam was kicked out from Jannah, he could feel it's okay. I'm living on in the in the on the earth. It's fine, but he feel regret. He cried. He says sorry. He apologized to Allah subhanahu wa taala, and Allah subhanahu wa taala forgive him. Right. So we have two roads. We have two separate path. It's up to us what path we want to follow. Fir'aun also has two paths, right? Either he could accept what Musa alayhi salam said and he forgive like Adam alayhi salam, and he purify himself, but he didn't follow that path. Okay, so the guidance and the lesson of this ayah for all of us is, whenever someone make you stop, you should listen and stop right. You should stop right away, and you should listen for a second. That might be I'm wrong. That's why this person is telling me. So I should, correct my path. I should purify myself right away from that sin. Okay. So inshallah, quickly um, pick your ayats, and then inshallah start writing. So inshallah, let me open this one more time. So inshallah, you guys can pick the ayats, and everyone can pick, few because this is a story. You will enjoy writing it. Okay.
I
So
can do like ayah 19 and 20. Or is that just like entire one like story?
huh? Oh yeah, it's better if you all write the entire whole story together, and if you all participate in writing, okay? Because this is a story. Anyone can start writing any incident, okay? Just decide, okay, I'm writing about when Musa alayhi salam go to Tur. Someone can say, okay, I will write about the Quran. Someone can write about the miracle of Musa alayhi salam. Someone can write about what happened with Musa, Firaun when he denied. Okay, so pick what you want to write, and then we can make one file, writing everything. Okay, so inshallah, open the link from the chat. Okay, let me. Okay, open the link from the chat, and then before it was giving Kamil at the side that this is Surah number 1, Surah number 2. Now it's not giving it. Yeah, okay. So, ayat number. Okay. Okay. So, first give the heading. What was the ayat number again?
I think it starts from 15 to 19. I mean 29. 15 to 29.
That was ayat number 15. Yes. Ayat number 15. And the story is ending on ayat number.
29.
What is this number? This is very, very small. 21, 22, 19, 20, 21, 26. No. Yeah, 26. Till ayat 26. Okay. Ayat 15 to 26. Okay. So first write Surah Naziat. I think this is lecture 3. for Surah Naziat, part 3, or you can write lecture 3, whatever. And then inshallah, yeah, okay.
There's two different stories in this, right? Like Pharaoh and
Yeah,
and
one story is when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala called Musa alayhi salam on the tour. So Arush and Armab, you can write the story about Musa alayhi salam when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala called him on tour. Okay?
how do you spell Pharaoh?
Huh?
How do you spell like Pharaoh?
You can write Paura. We say we use the word Paura in English for him.
Sorry, Marty, can you repeat that?
1 minute. What? Okay. You can write the story. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala called Musa alayhi salam on tour, and then what happened? He was going back from Madian, and you can write this story, the background, okay?
Okay.
Okay. You and Armab. And Anisa and Lamiz. What do you want to write? Lesson of the story? Is it okay?
Sure.
Okay, all right. So Lamiz and Anisa, you both start writing at the bottom of this file the lesson we learned from the story of Musa alayhi salam, Musa and Firaun, whatever heading you want to give. Okay. And
Sorry,
Ushba,
Marty.
what do you want to write?
What's left?
You can write the word meaning if you want. Okay.
Can I do I?
You want to do ayah? Let me see. They are writing about the. Okay, you can write the conversation between Allah and Musa alayhi salam. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So give a heading, the conversation between Allah and Musa alayhi salam, and then you can start writing. And whenever you are done, inshallah, start watching what other person is writing, and if you feel anything missing, so inshallah, start writing it. Okay? So inshallah, we can cover this very quickly. And let me check all of you how you guys are doing. Where you guys are writing? Like I cannot see anyone's. Okay, yeah, okay. I had 15 to 16. 15 to 26. And we can write here story of Musa alayhi salam. What was the spelling of Paura? Pharaoh. Okay, quick. It's a long story. Write quick, very fast. And Shamil? Shamil,
Yes.
are you on the file? You are very quiet. You are not asking what to write.
Yeah, I'm on the file.
Did you listen when I was talking?
Kinda.
Really? What part you gonna pick for writing?
I don't know.
Hmm?
I don't really know.
Okay.
I'm
Done.
auntie.
Keep eye on everyone what they are writing, and you are gonna read everything when they are done. Okay?
So I'm
Okay.
auntie.
Yes.
Who was the one that like went to like for like I don't know how to pronounce the name, but who was the one who went to him and like asked to like turn against like that like you should like follow Allah?
The Firaun.
Yeah, like who went to him?
Who went to him? Musa alayhi salam.
Okay.
Musa alayhi salam went to him, right? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him two miracles, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked Musa alayhi salam to go to now Firaun and then show these signs, show these miracles, and then talk to him. Okay, so mhm. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala stops Musa alayhi salam. No, rather than saying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala stopped Musa alayhi salam, it's way better to write the story of Musa alayhi salam, the conversation or the story of Tur, or yeah, the story of Tur between Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Musa alayhi salam. Okay? Story of okay, story of Tur between
I'm auntie.
yes.
Um, so when it means by for the last and the first, what does that mean?
Okay,
Like
so the
the
last
punishment.
mean like punish. Wait, let me share the screen and I'll tell you. There are two kinds of punishment Allah will give him. Allah gave him, right?
Yeah.
Akal means punishment. Okay, Allah gave two kinds of punishment. Akhirah means the punishment he will get at the day of Akhirah. Okay, at the Qiyamah. Okay, the day of judgment. Akhirah means last. Okay, last will come at the Qiyamah time. And first, he also get the punishment before his death. Okay, and before that, he got three kind of punishment. One, he drowned. Number two, he drowned in front of the people who were very, very weak, and he drowned in front of people who were very, very weak, and Pharaoh, the power, he was torturing all those people, and now he is the weakest person in front of them, that he is drowned, right? And he drowned in front of Musa alayhi salam, whom he said, no, I'm not gonna listen you, I'm the Lord, I'm most high. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make him drown, so it's an insult, right? So basically Allah insult in front of everyone rather than in privacy. In public Allah insult him. That is the first punishment. And third, this ula means the third punishment is the people, after few months or few years, they found the body of Firaun, and they make the body, apply some chemicals and make a mummy. And now, till now, his body is present in the museum, and it's working like a ibra. Ibrat means that when you put something and you said, okay, this is a lesson, whenever you see, and it will remind you a kind of lesson, a punishment. Okay, so Allah make him ibrat for everyone. Allah make him admonition. Admonition means Allah make his suffering, like whenever someone see the mummy, they will start thinking about the suffering of that Firaun. Okay,
Okay.
because he was not ready to fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that two kinds of punishment Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him, one for akhirah and one for dunya. So akhirah punishment is uncountable, we cannot count. But dunya punishment is this whatever I have explained. Clear?
Okay.
Okay. So you can write he drawn in front of Musa alayhi salam and the people who were very, whatever you have written. Okay, because
Okay.
he was torturing those people. One insult is this: he is drowned in front of all those people. And second, he disobeyed Musa alayhi salam. He was a prophet, but he denied it, and Allah made him drown in front of the eyes of Musa alayhi salam. That is a second insult. If you guys will memorize the little word meaning, and when someone is reciting this ayah and you close your eyes and make a scenario that, oh, this is gonna happen, you will really enjoy the beauty of Quran. That, oh, the Quran is so beautiful. Actually, this is us who don't understand. That is why, just listen and forget. Like, we couldn't feel it because we don't understand. But once the word start telling you the exact story, you will enjoy reading the Quran if you understand. Arush, only few lines. Write it quickly. Two people are writing, and it's only 3 lines. Anisa, you are not writing, or you are sharing the device? Hmm? The lesson of the story of Musa alayhi salam is knowing the importance of having and putting your full trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's important to know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always has a plan for us, and putting your trust in Allah. Okay. And you can write in points. Okay. So it will, Lameez, you can write in points. Point number 1, point number 2. So it will be more easy for you. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So inshallah, point number 1 is good, that trust Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Point number 2, Never take Allah commands for granted. Okay, you can write point number 2. Then we should never take Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No. Take this line down and write it point number 2, and then yeah, good. You should never, take for granted. Okay. You should never take Allah's command for granted. Okay, next point. Okay, what we learned, that if someone tell your sin, or if someone tell you your wrongdoings, that we should stop for a second, and rather than, rather than we should become stubborn or blunt, like whatever word you want to use, like whatever comes to your mind. Okay, use it, and then we should think about it. We should try to stay away from that kind of thing. We should try to stay away from that. Okay, inshallah. Musa alayhi salam was on his way back to his home. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala stopped him. Musa alayhi salam then questioned himself. Why Allah subhanahu? No. When I told that Musa alayhi salam questioning himself, no, don't write this. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not stop Musa alayhi salam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala called Musa alayhi salam. Okay.
I thought I was supposed to write the conversation too.
Who is writing this?
I wrote it on the top.
Oh, who wrote it on the top? Allah and Musa. When Prophet Musa alayhi salam was going back, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala called out to Prophet Musa. Prophet Musa got confused about where the voice is coming, and then in the valley of Surah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told Prophet Musa alayhi salam. Okay, let me take it down. Okay, so give me a second. I'll cut it from here. Okay.
Madu, you told me to do the tour of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Musa.
Yeah, I think I assigned both of you the same thing, but let me fix it. Okay. Okay. So inshallah we will read, and then whatever is extra we can remove. Okay. Because something, now you both together, inshallah. Ujba, you, and Arush, you, whatever point is missing, because there are a few points missing. I explained in the start what happened with Shoaib alayhi salam. Like, someone can write that part for Mada. Okay, so conversation between. Okay, so you guys write, and inshallah I'm reading it. Okay, so if doubling, inshallah we'll delete. When Prophet Musa alayhi salam was going back, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala called out to Prophet Musa alayhi salam. Prophet Musa alayhi salam got confused about where the voice is coming. Then in the valley of Tua, Allah told Prophet Musa alayhi salam that I want to make you a prophet, and I will give you a task and two big miracles. He told Prophet Musa that, okay, what was the two big miracle you didn't explain? So Arush, you can write two big miracles here.
It's at the end.
It's in the end.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me read first. He told Prophet Musa alayhi salam that his job is to go to Fir'aun and give him a warning. He's crossing the boundaries and that I have made. Allah asked him, do you want to purify yourself? Not Allah asked him. Allah told Musa alayhi salam to ask Fir'aun. Like Musa alayhi salam was asking. Okay, so fix it. Musa alayhi salam was asking, do you want to purify yourself? Allah told Musa alayhi salam to ask Fir'aun. Okay, write this. Okay. Allah told Musa alayhi salam to ask R-O-H. Am I right? P-A-R-O-H. H-O-A. What was the spelling?
Phiron.
P-A.
I wrote Phiron.
P-A-H.
Phiron.
P-H-I-R-O-A-N.
Yeah.
No. This is not the spelling. I wrote somewhere.
Auntie,
Yes?
are you gonna like change the timing of class?
Yeah. That I want to announce. Like, is it okay if we start the class at 4:30 and we can finish at 5:30
Yeah,
in Ramadan?
yeah, that's good.
Yeah, because otherwise you guys will not help your mom for the iftari and same for Ujba, which I don't want, huh? So inshallah we'll finish the class at 5:30 and then you guys can go and help in the kitchen to your mom, okay? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told Musa alayhi salam to ask, do you want to purify yourself? Guide him to the straight path so he will get fear in his heart while doing wrong things. So after telling Prophet Musa alayhi salam the task, Allah gave two big miracles. Number one, he put his hand in the armpit, it shines like a spoon. Number two, when he dropped his stick on the floor, it turned into a big snake. Then Musa alayhi salam went to the palace to do his job. Musa alayhi salam was on his way back to home. Yeah, this was missing. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala stopped him. Musa alayhi salam, why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is stopping me? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked Musa alayhi salam if you could meet him on Mount Tur, a very scary place. Yeah. So inshallah, Ujba, Arush, add this word because this line is missing at the top. Okay. And the name of that place was Tur. Okay. Arush, add this one here. Okay. Then he ordered Musa alayhi salam to go to Firaun and ask him, is it purified? Then shows sign of Firaun. Why we should fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and afraid if Firaun denied and what he has seen or made. Okay, so I am just removing this one and instead of this, complete this one. What happened when he went there? Who is writing when he went there? What was the conversation between Musa alayhi salam and the Firaun? Lesson of the story, and where is Kamil? What Kamil is writing? Story of the proper. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told Musa alayhi salam to go to the Pharaoh and show him these two miracles. When he went Wara, he told him, if you purify yourself, I will guide you and you should fear him. He disobeyed and denied. Okay, so he already right here. He disobeyed and denied and he turned his back against Allah and brought his people and shouted aloud, I am the Lord. Okay, so you can highlight this because that was a scary word. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, no, I'm not better than you. I'm most high. You can write I'm most high, okay? So Allah seized him and gave him punishment before he died and after the day of judgment. Before he died and after that, he received punishment and he was drawn in front of people. He was drawn in front of Musa alayhi salam and the people he tortured. And for the last punishment, the people took his body and put chemical on the body and made it to a mummy. Okay, and inshallah we will put this one at the top and this one at the bottom. Conversation between Musa alayhi salam first, okay, and then a story of Torah second, and the lesson third. Okay, so let me arrange this and then inshallah we'll talk about it before finishing the class. Okay, so inshallah all are done. I think we should take this one on the second page. Okay. Are you guys done? Lamis, you are still doing it? Arush, can you please add the lesson along with her because she is left. So she can finish faster. And Shamil, you can start reading quickly.
What do you want me to read?
Yeah, you can see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And Arush and Ojba, help Lamis to finish it quickly, okay, by the time he's reading. Okay, yes, ayat number 15 to 26. Start quick.
Conversation between Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Musa.
Loud, loud, loud.
Oh, my bad. When Prophet Musa was going back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, called out to Prophet Musa, and Prophet Musa was confused about where the voice is coming from. Then in the valley of Tawa, Allah told Prophet Musa that I want to make you a prophet and I will give you a task and two big miracles. He told Prophet Musa that his job is to go to Pharaoh and give him a warning. He is crossing the boundaries that I've made. Allah told Musa to ask Pharaoh to do you want to purify yourself? Guide him to the straight path so he will get fear in his heart while doing wrong things. After telling Prophet Musa the task, Allah, ga- Allah gives two big miracles to him. One, when he puts his hands between his armpit, his oh, his hands shine like the moon. And two, when he drops his stick on the floor, it turns into a big snake. Musa then went to the palace to do his job.
Not a story, conversation between Musa alayhi salam and Fir'aun. Yes. Between Musa alayhi salam and Fir'aun. Okay? Yes. Read.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told Musa to go to
Hmm.
Pharaoh
Hmm.
and and to go show him these two miracles. So when he went to Pharaoh, he told him that if you purify yourself, I will guide you to Allah and that you should fear him. He disobeyed and denied and turned back against Allah and brought his people and shouted aloud that I am your Lord and I'm better than you. So Allah seized him and gave him punishment before he died. And after the day of judgment, he received punishment and he was drowning in front of people and he was drowning in front of Musa and the people he tortured. And for the last punishment, the people took his body and put chemicals on his body and made into a mummy.
Okay. And what is the lesson?
The lesson of this story of Musa is knowing the importance of having and putting your full trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is important to know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always has a plan for us, and putting your trust in Allah can make us overcome any trial and test. You should never take Allah's mercy for granted. Do not ever say you are better than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can benefit us all in any situation we're in. Only fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, never underestimate his will. Trust is whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us what we can do and what we cannot do. He always has a reason. Never be selfish or stubborn because you will get a bad punishment.
Very good. Okay. So inshallah, before finishing the class, one more time, we will read the ayats. So inshallah, pay very good attention. So inshallah, it will feel the connection. Like, are you understanding the ayah when you are reading? Okay. So, hal ataka hadithu Musa. Has there come to you the story of Moses? Iznadahu rabbuhu bil wadil muqaddasi. When his Lord called him in the valley of secret Tua, Isab ila Firauna innahu tagha, go to Pharaoh, verily he has transgressed all bounds. فَقُلْ هَلْ لَكَ إِلَىٰ أَن تَزَكَّىٰ, and say, is it for you to that you purify yourself? وَأَهْدِيَكَ إِلَىٰ رَبِّكَ فَتَخْشَىٰ, and I guide you to your Lord, and you should fear him. فَأَرَاهُ الْآيَةَ الْكُبْرَىٰ, then he showed him the signs great. فَكَذَّبَ وَعَصَىٰ, but he denied. Who? The Firaun. Okay, but he denied and disobeyed. ثُمَّ أَدْبَرَ يَسَعَىٰ, and then he turned his back and he started planning, like he's striving against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What he did, he make a big show, the magic show, right? Remember, he called so many magicians, and then he made very smaller snakes. Okay, so that is written like he's striving against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَحَشَرَ فَنَادَى, then he gathered his people and cried aloud. فَقَالَ أَنَا رَبُّكُمُ الْأَعْلَى, and said, I am your Lord most high. فَقَضَاهُ اللَّهُ نَكَالَ الْآخِرَةِ وَالْأُولَى, so Allah seized him with punishment for the last and the first. Two kind of punishment. You know that two kind of punishment. One in for akhirah, one is for dunya. Inna fi dhalika la ibratan liman yakhsha. Why Allah is giving these two punishment to him? Really, in this admonition, who for whosoever fears. Like when you see the mummy, when you listen the story, you start feeling fear in your heart that, oh Allah, don't make me like the Firaun. Okay, so is this story clear to all of you? Is this ayah clear to all of you?
Yes.
All of you?
Yeah.
I heard only two voices. All of you?
Yeah.
Okay, Ushba, Haru, Sharma.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So inshallah, share this story with your parents, with your family members. So inshallah, just tell with the ayah that I learned this ayah. This is the story. So inshallah, it will help you to feel more connection with the Quran when you explain other. Then it will count as a as a dawah, as a that whatever you are learning, you can explain other people. Inshallah. Okay. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi. And next class will be at 4:30 in Ramadan. Okay. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi.
Subhanallah wa bihamdi.
Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika.
Subhanakallah wa bihamdika.
Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta.
Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta.
Nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.
Nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.
Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun.
Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun.
Wa salamun alal mursaleen.
Salamun alal mursalin.
Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Allah Hafiz.